Alright, so this question reads, exactly 8 consumers, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, and N, will be interviewed by market researchers. The 8 will be divided into exactly 2 4-person groups, Group 1 and Group 2, before interviews begin. Each person is assigned to exactly one of the 2 groups according to the rules. Alright, so we have rule number 1, F must be in the same group as J. Rule number 2, G must be in a different group from M. Rule number 3, if H is in group 1, then L must be in group 1. So if L is not in group 1, then H is not in group 1. Now remember, since there's only a group 1 and a group 2, it's a binary, so L not being in group 1 means L is in group 2, and H not being in group 1 means H is in group 2. Now, something you need to ask yourself is, do H and L always have to appear in the same group? And no, because you could have L in group 1 and H in group 2. Remember, the necessaries of the statement and its contrapositive are always going to be a valid option. So L can be in group 1 and H can be in group 2. So H and L don't always have to appear in the same group together. Rule number 4, if N is in group 2, then G must be in group 1. So if G is not in group 1, then N is not in group 2. That means G not being in group 1, if G is in group 2, then N is not going to be in 2, which means N is in 1. So again, does that mean that G and N always have to be in separate groups? No, because G can be in group 1 and N can be in group 1 as well. So G and N can both be in group 1 because remember the necessary of the statement and its contrapositive is a valid option. Okay, so we know from rule number 2, since G and M can never be together, we have one spot in group 1 for G and M and one spot in group 2 for G and M. Now, we know that F and J always have to be together. So let's write out the options. We have the first option where we have G and M, and then F and J are going to be in group 1. So that means that H can't be in group 1, because remember, if H is in group 1, L is in group 1, and there's only one spot left in group 1. That means H is not in 1, so H is in 2, and that's all we know for this option. And then we have the second option where we have F and J in group 2. So now we know that if L is in group 2, that H is in group 2, but we can't have 2 spots left in 2. There's only one spot left in 2, so L can't be in 2 in this option. So we have L here, and then these are our 2 options. Okay? So that's our setup, our rules, and our deductions. I hope that was helpful. Go ahead and try this game out, and we'll go to the next setup.